What is up, guys? Genesis7 here, bringing you the mayhem as always, and it is a different video today. We're having a discussion. I've got some gameplay in the background if you guys want to watch something, but if you just want to listen and tab out, leave your phone on the side and just listen, and let's discuss about the state of the game. Now, I've been playing this game, well, I've been covering this game since beginning of October last year, and I uploaded my first video on the 5th of October, and the situation with the community now, and everyone kind of shouting, saying that they want change, is the biggest it's been now than it's ever been. And it's never really been that big. So the main things I want to get across in this video is, obviously I need to speak in two minds here, because one, I'm a player, I play the game, I grind away. And another one, I work with Reliance Games to bring you content and really kind of promote the events in game and bring you the mayhem. So I'm kind of looking at it both angles, but I'm going to be completely transparent with you guys. But I ain't going to cause a fuss, I ain't going to rage. We need to work together, we need to talk about it, and then we need to pitch our ideas, because Reliance Games, they've listened to us in the past. They took our feedback on board and they've changed it. It takes a while, but you got to understand the bigger picture of making a mobile game, both for the consumers and for the business itself. But that's completely unrelated to the video right now. We want to talk about the main thing that's been brought up is the ranking up, the tier 3 dumbbells and that stuff of that nature. So they took away the ability to kind of have the rank up offers. Me, myself, I was gutted because I relied on that so much. I can see why they took that away, because a lot of people relied on it too much, and you want to be earning your leveling up. You don't want to just be like, oh, it's all there, I might as well just get it straight away. I can understand why they did that, but looking at the ways to get tier 3 dumbbells in the class events, the rewards have been dramatically reduced, and it is a bit of a pain to get. You have to get a loot case to get a dumbbell, and you might not even get the dumbbell that you want. So I can agree with the majority of the community that that's kind of a long process to get a couple of dumbbells. And with I know that they've reduced the ways that 3 stars and 2 stars are leveled up, but when you're trying to level up your 4 star, it's going to take forever to level them up. So what I think they should do is they should just kind of, add a few more tier 3 dumbbells along the branches. Keep the branched events just in the superstar difficulty of the class events. Boost the difficulty a little bit further so it's more of a grind, but have those rewards there so you really want to play and get through them, instead of thinking, well, I've got to go through like 19 matches and this is all I'm getting. You want to be like, I'm going to go through 19 matches, they're going to be grueling, I'm going to need to use superstars that are going to help me out with the new abilities and all the other cool stuff that they're bringing, and I need to grind through, but if I take this path I can knock out these dumbbells here. And once a path's knocked out, you can't go through that path again, so you can't kind of farm it. And then the normal and the beginner difficulty, just add one, just like probably one dumbbell for each for completing it, but kind of add a few more but behind difficult matches. Scrap the keys, we don't want cases for the dumbbells. I can see that being the biggest problem, but it can be fixed and it can be altered, and I think the best way is just to crank up the difficulty a little bit and just add the dumbbells in the branches, and then obviously probably get a couple more at the end or something like that, or at least reward more keys in the branches. If you're going to keep the cases, then you should reward the keys in the branches in the superstar difficulty. Now that leads us perfectly onto the next thing that's been talked about, and that's branching events. It's like a love-hate relationship with branching events, because I think they're an awesome idea, but it's an idea that shouldn't be overused too much, and having them for every single event of the week. I know that they've increased like the Raw, SmackDown, Icons and NXT events to 5 days, but just looking at it overwhelms me. I don't mind if it's just a superstar difficulty, and you can kind of crank up the difficulty again and get more rewards, but keep the beginner and the superstar, the beginner and the normal difficulties non-branched, because you've got to think about the new players that are coming. They're going to be well overwhelmed, especially when they're not going to have enough energy to replenish and stuff. It's going to be way too overwhelming. Maybe players like myself, I could get through them, no problem. I've got enough energy revives in the bag to use. But I just look at it and think, oh man, is it worth it? Because the rewards have been decreased. So probably keep the rewards as they are for the normal and beginner difficulties, but crank it up in the superstar difficulty, but really kind of make it a little bit more difficulty, and maybe on a certain branch, like say the center branch, the superstar difficulty, there's a node with 500 raw keys, but you've got to go against an unstoppable giant to get there. That would be cool. It'd be worth the grind, and you know, you're getting your rewards, and you're gonna feel really good because you beat an unstoppable giant. I just think they need to crank the difficulty up and reward us for it, instead of just making everything long and tedious and confusing, and then kind of not really give us many rewards. I agree with you guys. Only because I make content for Mayhem doesn't mean like I love this game so much. I do love the game, but it has its flaws, and they should be addressed, but in an appropriate manner where we can work with the community, we can work with Reliance Games, and we can kind of just give them suggestions. This is my like suggestion video. And another thing that's probably got the community rocked is 5-star superstars, like the grind. I think it should be an extreme grind. I think 5-star superstars should be like very rare and far between, because you don't want to be force feeding the best part, like the best thing in the game, do you? You don't want to be like, you want to make it accessible, but you don't want to be like, here you go, have it. You want it to be, you want to reward your players that play every day, and I think that's the overall thing we're looking at. There's people that have been angered by the changes because they play every day, and they're kind of losing their swing because of the branching events and the lack of rewards. I mean, me myself, all I'm going to say is everything is awesome. I just think they should crank up the difficulty in superstar mode and offer more rewards in the nodes on your way in certain paths, and maybe throw some unstoppable giants in there to really make it kind of rewarding. And I think that's all I really want to cover, because that's all I've really noticed in the Reddit and on the Facebook. It's mainly the tier 3 dumbbells, the branching events, and the 5-star superstars. So this is where it's all for you to bring the mayhem in the comment section. Let's be kind, let's not be like aggressive, and let's work something out. Do you agree with my ideas, or is there something you want to pitch in? And then obviously I'll link this on the Facebook and the Reddit, and hopefully we can gather some positive feedback for Reliance Games to improve the game, because at the end of the day, all games do this. They'll throw things in there that they'll think, okay, this could work, and it doesn't work. They can admit that. They can hold their hands up and say, okay, we have done wrong here. But when we're like throwing pitchforks at them and fire, like, it's not going to help them whatsoever, because they're going to be like, hey, whoa, do you know what I mean? We've not done it on purpose, but we've got to understand that it is also a business at the end of the day. So with a free-to-play mobile game, that has to be kind of like pay-to-play options. Like nothing has been locked behind a paywall in this game. There's never been a part where you've like got stuck on an event and you think, well, I can't go any further because I need to pay money to do it. No, nothing's behind a paywall. They're just, you know, we don't want to just grind. I do want to grind, but I don't want to be overwhelmed. I want to be rewarded for my grind, and me, like you, I don't feel like I am being rewarded, and that's why I put this whole video together, so we can take a calm and collected approach to it. So again, comment in the comment section below, positive comments, positive feedback that we can throw at Reliance Games so they can work with us and make Mayhem a truly great community and great game. And on that note, I'll leave it there. Again, I'm not like, I love you Reliance Games, because they have done things that have been like, ooh. But at the same time, they've done things when it's like, whoa. I mean, they have got a quest on at the moment. If you do rank up your superstars, you get dumbbell cases. I mean, that's almost kind of like fixing the problem there for getting your rank up keys and stuff. Maybe throw in some tier specific keys in there for the quest, like level up a high flyer, get you some keys for a tier 3 high flame dumbbell. You know what I mean? It all kind of like builds upon itself. So again, all suggestions down there. Let's be cool, and until next time, keep on bringing the mayhem, and I'll catch you on the flip side.